If you are someone who struggles with the fear of man, this word is for you. And when I say man, I don't just mean men specifically, I mean people in general. I won't be before you long. I'll make this nice and short and sweet for those of you whose attention spans have been fried. No judgment, but I was taking communion earlier today, either late morning, early afternoon, and before I could finish taking communion, I happened to look up at the time, and it was on my microwave. It's different on my microwave than it is from my oven because of the time change, and it said 2:22. Normally when I see 2:22, I'm thinking Genesis 2:22, Adam and Eve, woo woo woo, but I heard God say Isaiah 2:22. I wasn't familiar, so I looked it up, and wow, this is so good. Isaiah 2:22 in the ESV says, "Stop regarding man in whose nostrils is breath, for of what account is he?" I'm also going to read the Christian Standard Version, and it says, "Put no more trust in a mere human who has only the breath in his nostrils. What is he really worth?" If you struggle with the fear of man, if you've been struggling with the enemy pulling you into anxious thinking, fearful thinking about what people can do to you, about the consequences of people, of carnal statutes, is what I'm hearing him say. He's encouraging you that you can give it to him and that he is fighting for you and he has the final say. The Lord is highlighting to you the statutes of man versus the statutes of God, okay? And I want you to not only receive this word if it's applicable to you, but I want you to meditate, really chew on and digest what it is that he's telling you. In scripture, statutes generally means rules, standards, or systems that govern behavior. When we think about the statutes of man, we're talking about human frameworks that try to define reality, worth, or possibility apart from God. These include 1, human opinions and approval, so people deciding what is acceptable, successful, beautiful, or valuable. 2, cultural systems and expectations, which is society's rules about what you should do with your life, money, body, relationships, or calling. 3, fear-based limitations, so statements like that's unrealistic, you're not qualified, people like you don't do that, you won't succeed in this realm, this is typically the route you have to take in order to tap into success in this way. Okay. Number 4, human authority structures, which looks like governments, institutions, leaders, or experts who may have influence but not ultimate authority. God's statutes are his established truths, his commands, and his promises revealed through his word and his character. So throughout scripture, especially in Psalms 119, God's statutes are described as perfect, unchanging, life-giving, and trustworthy. His statutes include his word, which is his principles and commands revealed in and through scripture, his promises, so it's what he says he will do that cannot be overturned by human opinion, his authority over creation, where he determines purpose, identity, and destiny, and not culture, and then his moral standard, where right and wrong ultimately flow from his nature and not from society's ever-changing, fickle standards. God is telling you not to build your life on the breath of people, but build it on his voice. He is your foundation. If he's telling you to pursue a thing, if he's telling you to sit, if he's telling you he's fighting for you, if he's telling you, not to pay heed to maybe some opposition that you're facing, if there's a time limit that you find that you're facing and it's making you feel anxious, and he's telling you, I know what they said, but what am I saying? If he's telling you that he's going to provide for you in the nick of time, trust him. A few years ago, when I was still living with my family and I began pursuing my relationship with the Lord, he had to really work on me in this area. I was so anxious. I was so fearful of doing anything for myself, anything on my own, anything without seeking the approval or the validation or the go-ahead from other people, especially like my parents, because that's just the way that I had been trained to think. And even my parents, God bless them, they've grown, okay? even they would put God in a box, and it was so uncomfortable having to stand on the things that God was showing me and having to basically relinquish or ignore or dismiss what they were telling me that didn't align with what God was telling me. It was extremely uncomfortable, but in that, he showed me that he is God. He has the final say. He has the final authority. And yes, we're called to use wisdom. Yes, we are called to use discernment. Yes, we are called to operate in a manner of order and law. But at the end of the day, God is the law. Okay? At the end of the day, everything leads back to him. So if there's something that needs to be stretched, if there's a way that needs to be made out of none on your behalf because he says so and that's how he wants to get the glory, then that's what's going to happen. And he wants you to believe that he is going to come through for you.